Good morning. Good morning. This is Dr. Taz. Welcome you to Dr. Taz Live at 9, Dr. Taz Coaching Moments. Hope everybody's doing well this Thursday. This morning, I wanted to talk about waiting. Nobody likes to wait. We don't like to wait at the movie theater. We don't like to wait in traffic. We don't like to wait when we go to the grocery store or even when we go to our doctor's or dentist's office. We just don't like to wait. Waiting, 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 waiting. And I was thinking about how we have to wait and that waiting doesn't mean something negative. Sometimes when we're waiting, God is doing something in our lives. And so I want to talk about that briefly this morning. Waiting, for He never disappoints. We serve a methodical God who created heaven and earth, who then turned around and created the first man and woman, then the first family, then He destroyed the earth. Then He parted the Red Sea, and He did so many things, but ultimately He sent His only Son down to save us. And think about how methodical, how He had to plan, and how He was patient and was able to wait for all of those things to occur. And so when I think about the God that we serve and how methodical He is, and that when we're in that waiting or incubation phase, there's something that is happening. He's doing something that we can't see with our human eye. And so I want to bring that to your attention so that we're not so impatient. We're just impatient these days, and everybody is. I am myself. But I have to stop sometimes and think about the consequences of my actions. And, anytime a situation presents itself, there's multiple behaviors that could occur, meaning that I could act in favor of it. I may not be in favor, so I may be acting in disagreement, or I may choose to not do anything. But even when we choose to not do anything, we've made a decision. And so there are always consequences to our actions. Now, consequences doesn't always mean punishment, or does it mean something negative? There are positive consequences. But at the same time, regardless of what the consequences are, we have to then adjust to that new way of thinking or the new outcome that we've received. And so when I think about that waiting and how we have to wait sometimes, I was reminded that when we're waiting, He's busy. He's up to something. And He's sometimes allowing us to go through whatever the situation is, whatever the challenge is, so that we can come out on the other side with an anointing. Meaning that our test, our challenge, we will then be able to help other individuals who may be encountering that specific challenge. So while we are impatient in the flesh, God is at work in the spiritual realm. And He's preparing us for a specific spiritual fight. So what are you saying, Dr. Taz? If you were a person who was a victim of incest, as I was, and I don't normally say victim because I don't believe in victimization, but I was a person who was sexually abused as a child. Well, He can use that challenge, because it was a challenge, to then allow me to help other individuals who may have been sexually abused, because I see the world differently. I can comprehend what they went through. I can give them some tools to help them to look at their life differently. So what God does is He takes that challenge and then He allows you to go through it, and then He gives you an anointing to help others who may be experiencing a similar challenge. So we're in a waiting pattern. We think we're on the airplane and we're getting ready to take off. But we don't take off. We taxi, down the runway, and then we're sitting. And we're sitting. And we sit until the plane has been cleared to lift off. But once we have the clearance to lift off, we go soaring into the sky. And it's like that with God. Once He gives us our clearance, then we can soar. But while He's still refining us, we need to just take heed and settle down. Don't get all anxious. Don't be anxious for anything, but just realize that He is at work. As I stated, our God is a methodical God. He is worth the wait. So through it all, through the heartaches, aches, and pains, just wait on Him. He's worth it. We wait for other people Why can't we wait for Him? Wait on God, and He will see you through. This has been Dr. TAS Live at 9, Dr. TAS Coaching Moments. Please like, share, and tag this video. Please like, share, and tag this video. Please leave your comments. I like reading your comments. Remember that we serve an awesome, methodical God who we should wait on, because when we're in the waiting pattern, He's up to something. And once He levels everything out, we're going to soar like eagles. Have a great Thursday, and I'll see you next time. Bye now.